While policing in America is under a microscope, a state list breaks down why some officers are no longer allowed to serve as law enforcement. Alex Littlehales obtained a copy of this report and found how many of the officers come from the 7 cities.
Records from the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services found that more than a dozen officers of the law across Hampton Roads have lost their certification to serve in Virginia. Records show that between March 1st of 2021 until now, 15 law officers across Hampton Roads serving in different departments and cities have lost their certification, meaning they've lost their right to serve at all in Virginia.
Don't necessarily being more unprofessional. It's just that we have raised the bar very high.
Changes come from a law passed in 2020. Senate Bill 5030 expanded the reasons why a person could lose their ability to serve at any law enforcement agency in the Commonwealth. Of the 15 cases involving a decertified officer since the new law took effect, more than half were because an officer was found to be, quote, untruthful. Whether about statements, documents, or what was said during an internal investigation, it all draws to the same conclusion: lying. Dana Schrod with the Virginia Association of Chiefs of Police says the measure is one applauded by departments across the state. Lying has always been grounds for termination in Virginia, but losing one's certification points to what Schrod calls a higher standard.
Officer who is not truthful could not be viable on a witness stand.
The agencies that included a case of an untruthful decertification are the York-Pocosin Sheriff's Office, Portsmouth and Suffolk Police Departments, the Hampton Roads Regional Jail, as well as ODU Campus Police. The most came from Chesapeake, where 4 officers last September were decertified because of untruthful statements. In Norfolk, I'm Alex Littlehales for 13 News Now.
In a statement to 13 News Now, Chesapeake Police Chief Kelvin Wright said, quote, "The trustworthiness of a police officer is of paramount importance to all of us in law enforcement." A bill to restrict public access to police files is moving forward in Richmond. It would partially reverse a recent law that requires law enforcement agencies to disclose some closed files. Opponents say this new bill hurts efforts to improve police transparency, but supporters argue it protects victims' families from having to release case details. The bill passed the House. State senators want to amend the bill before sending it to Governor Youngkin.